Right, it's time for first grade, and I am looking forward to this year with my daughter. I'm also sad that she's in first grade. How did that happen? But we're going to be using some fun curriculum this year, so keep watching if you want to see what we're going to be using. I did a whole recap video on the resources that we used for her kindergarten year, so if you're interested in seeing that, I'll go ahead and link it for you here. You can go check that out. This year, we are going to be continuing on reading and all of the foundational stuff of school. I've kept things very simple. She's going to be 6 for the majority of this year. She'll be turning 7 toward the end of the year. And this is probably, preschool, kindergarten, you're kind of like dipping your toes in the water as far as formal learning and academics. And I feel like this is the first year we're going to be taking things quite seriously. So the resources that we're using really aren't going to be a surprise to anyone because we're continuing with everything that we used last year. We're continuing with All About Reading. Level 1, I plan on using that with her and just going forward with it. However, I will be adding in a workbook from Abeka. So I have Abeka's kindergarten workbook, and she's going to be doing that alongside All About Reading. So she's been doing well with All About Reading. She loves reading from the little blue book, she calls it, but she's also a workbook kid. She likes handwriting, she likes drawing, she likes coloring. And so All About Reading is very hands-on and more for like your kinesthetic learners. She wants to write and it just doesn't have that in the curriculum. So I've got kindergarten from Abeka, which is pretty advanced anyway. So she's just going to go along with that and probably just do like a worksheet a few times a week. I think it's like scheduled out to be about 3 worksheets a week, and that should work out pretty well with our homeschool routine. So that is my plan for her. So she's got the reading, but she's also got some fun stuff on the side. And I do actually have the K readers as well from Abeka. So I don't know, we might supplement a bit with those. We'll just see how we go. I don't want to overload her because All About Reading is plenty in and of itself. So that's what she's going to be doing for language arts. Her handwriting, she will be doing level 1 from The Good and the Beautiful. She breezed through level K last year toward the end, and she really loves handwriting. So I will be a little bit more right there over her shoulder as she's doing it to make sure that, letter formation and everything is correct. But for the most part, she does great with handwriting, and it's pretty independent for her. And then finally, she is going to be using Math with Confidence, but we're going to actually start back at the beginning of level K or kindergarten. She got about halfway through the book last year, and I feel like we can just start at the beginning, and if she's getting concepts very easily, then we will just breeze through those lessons. I've already got the PDF for grade 1, so if she gets through kindergarten really fast, we can just move right into first grade. But I want to make sure she's got the foundation set up first. I don't want to just assume where she is. And I didn't want to just pick up halfway because I feel like the curriculum really builds upon itself throughout the year. And so I just reprinted the first half of the year and took the book apart and put it back together again. And it looks like a brand new book. And so that is my plan for math with her, is just to continue using that, but start back at the beginning, and we'll just go through it at her own pace and see how she does. And then she is going to join in on our family subjects, which is science, history, Bible, literature, enrichment studies. She will join in on all of those this year. I have not required her to join in on that stuff. She does scripture memory with us, but aside from that, I haven't forced her to be there for history and science specifically. But this year I am going to have her tag along for those things because they're not too intense, and for the most part she can just sit there and color in pictures and listen in, and it'll just be fun to do together as a family. So those are my picks for first grade for her. Very simple, just sticking to the basics really, and we'll see how she goes throughout the year. I will definitely keep you updated. Do leave any questions for me down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? if your sweetness could be tested.